closing the top.
I'm gonna get one day.
That's some work of art.
Sky above us. And there's Miriam in front of us. See, baby. Another drink? What are we not having tonight here?
Dinner.
No, what else?
Sex. I mean, Oceanic really too, that used to be. This is the one going on. Yeah, the other two are two. Yeah, this is different. And one. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah.
I was just too nuts, you know.
Right.
Let's take it off to the next hour.
And it's so relaxed, everybody runs off and it's like,
Let's take it off to the next hour.
well, certainly not going to get off the water. Oh, sure. Like that woman that time in one of the hours that we went to that awful place. It was it. We couldn't show a boarding pass. Yes, that's right.
It's okay, we left with some of that money.
You left with my money. Never mind some of their money. No. What he won, I lost probably. That's some work of art. We should have that at our house. Oh, that's nice. We took the whole thing.
Cheers. That's it.
Okay, beautiful. Holding the wheel, I see. Okay, I'm happy it was on the autopilot. So let's, you were starting it. Otherwise, yeah, where will we go? Let's see, that's the other gentleman, sir. Let's see. Get them in the red t-shirt. Okay, there you go. Wonderful, that's a good one. Thank you. With the hat on. And then finally the missus right here. Yes, we have to do this. You look good like that. You see that? Here with the golden logo on the shirt. Okay, very good. Thank you. Oh, but don't hold the hat now. Just hold the hat. Okay, one captain more to go now. This is the real one. Looking very cool with the sentiment stuff like that. You're not going to... Yeah, you have to put your hand on now. There's no return anymore. There you go. That's very shining. Okay, very good. Thank you. One of the officers will give a little explanation about all the instruments here now. Yep.
Good afternoon. My name is Peter. I'm one of the 4th officers on board. I'll give a short tour on the bridge and explain some of the equipment we use here. I want to request you though, please don't touch any buttons. All systems are supposed to work right now. I don't want to have anything to happen. This is the actual thing where we steer the ship with. There's no big wheel like you might have expected, like you always see in the movies. This is all we have. It's smaller like you have in your own car. When I'm turning this, nothing is happening. That doesn't mean that it's broken. It means that we are steering an automatic pilot right now. Automatic pilot means that we are setting a value into the gyro compass, which is an electrical compass, and the ship will steer that value for as long as we want to. If we want to change our course, we just put a new value into the gyro compass and the ship will alter its course. Next to autopilot, we also have manual steering with the wheel. We put somebody behind the wheel, we give him rudder commands, and we are able to see on the rudder angle indicator up there on the ceiling if he's really following up our orders. Next to autopilot, manual steering, we have two other systems here with these two small levers. Come closer if you want to take a look. You all see a little better. With this lever we are able to control both rudders just by using this one and moving controlling the rudders. If we push a button, we are able to control both rudders independently. This one just for the starboard side rudder, this is just for the port side rudder. Next to this steering gear, we have one more steering gear console downstairs on the lower promenade deck outside. We have a similar steering gear like this one where we are able to steer the ship manually. Next to that one, we have something else. That one is not working. We have down below in the steering engine room, we have a hydraulic pump. We use the emergency phone down there. We call downstairs to the steering engine room. We tell them what kind of rudder angle we desire. They will pump the rudders into the position which we want to have. So we are also always able to steer the ship like we want to. The gyro compass, the electrical compass, has the disadvantages and the malfunctions in case of power failure. So that's why we also have the magnetic compass up here. Through a set of mirrors, through a mirror system, we are able to see what our magnetic heading is. Up here we have all the controls for the engines. This part is just for the main engines. We have two main engines, which each have a horsepower of 16,000, with altogether 32,000 horsepower of propulsion. These telegraphs are the ones which we use in case of emergency. They have the standard engine commands, like full ahead, full stern, anything between them. These are the ones which we use when we are at sea right now. This ship has variable pitch propellers, which means that we are able to adjust the angle of the propeller blades. It means that the engines are running always at approximately 60 rounds per minute, and we are able to control our speed by just adjusting the angle of the propeller blades and pitch. And we are able to do this with these two levers. If we pull these ones back and we'll put on zero, the rudder or the propeller blade angle is zero. And the ship will be stopped, putting that into the water, while the engines are still running at 160 rounds per minute. If we pull them back, the pitch starts to become negative and the ship starts to back up. Right here we have a set of controls for the engine, so we can see if the engines are in engine control room service or a bridge service. Bridge service means that we are able to control the engine's speed, able to control the speed right away from here. Engine control room service means that we have to call to the engine room, and then we will adjust the pitch of propellers and our speed of the ship. This is the pitch indicator for the starboard side propeller, this one for the port side. These are the indicators for both engines. Here we have the controls for the bow thrusters. A bow thruster is a huge tube through the bow of the ship, and they each have variable pitch propeller inside, just like the ones we have for the main engines. The bow thrusters are the ones which we use when we're sailing at very slow speed, and we use them to get the ship sideways, because the two propellers in combination with the rudders is not enough for us to get the ship sideways at a very slow speed. So that's when we use the bow thrusters, and with the assistance of the tugboat on the aft of the ship, we're able to get the ship completely sideways alongside the dock, or when we are during anchor maneuvers. They are generated by an electrical engine. The main engines are diesel generated. These are generated electrically. This is an indicator for the pitch for this bow thruster, and this is the indicator for this one, and these are the indicators for the electrical engines. The bow thrusters each have a horsepower of 900, so that's 1800 altogether. Here we have a small bit of communication. This is a VHF transmitter receiver. With that we are able to communicate with other ships or stations ashore like pilot stations or weather information stations. Here we have the radars. Altogether we have 3 radars here on the bridge. The small one over there, which we usually only use when we're sailing on a river or going into a harbor. These are the ones which we use when we're sailing at sea. Right now only one of them is working because there's not much traffic here on the ocean, and one of them is enough for us to sail on. What the radar does is it transmits short frequency pulses fast after each other, and when it hits an object it will be reflected and comes back to the scanner and will be displayed on the screen here. As soon as one of those echoes a ship appears on the screen, we are able to calculate a few things with this radar. It's called automatic radar plotting aid. What it does is calculates the speed, the heading, and the closest point of approach of that ship. That's the kind of information we want to know to avoid collision with other ships. We can do that by putting a marker on a possible echo of a ship, and then we push a button, and then the radar starts to follow that echo. What you see right now is, this is our heading line. This is our heading line. This is where we are right now. These dots is the track, what we've done so far. And all the small echoes around us, that's echoes of the waves around us. Suppose this is an island, this marker is an island, then I have an electronic bearing line here, which I can turn, which I can put on the island. I have a range ring, which I can put on the island, and I'm able to see here that distance to that island is 10.2 miles into a direction of 296 degrees. When I put that information in our navigation chart, I'm able to see right away what my position is. So the radar is used for safety equipment to avoid collisions with other ships, and it's also a navigation equipment. This radar has the advantage that it transmits on that frequency that is able to see through rain showers. That one isn't. But that one though is more accurate because of the specific frequency it has. So when we are sailing in some high dense traffic area, we always use both of them so we get the best thing we want to have. Let's step back into the navigation chart room.
A lot of people, they don't come on next cruise.
This is the chart where we are sailing on right now. This is Antigua, where we left yesterday. Here's New York, and that's where we have to go to eventually. Every hour or every 2 hours we plot a position in our chart just to check all the equipment we have here on the bridge. Like the 10 o'clock position here and the noon position here, I'm able to find out what the distance is in between. And when I look at it, I can see that we've done 40 miles in 2 hours. That means that we have a speed of about 20 miles an hour. When I look at our speed log, it says it's 19. So that means that system is working like it should be. When I look at all the positions we've done so far, I can see that we are still following our heading line. And when I look at the compass, then I can say that we are still going the right way, so we're still going to New York, which is pretty good.
How do you get the heading line?
The heading line, this is Antigua, we have to go to the left from. This is New York. We figure out what the best way is so we don't hit anything.
Right.
Just put a ruler on, make a line, and that's it.
There's no scale on this map though, right? Like 1 inch equals so many miles?
No, this is our scale, because 1 degree is 23 degrees, that's 60 miles.
Oh, that's 60 miles.
That's 60 miles. So that's how we measure our distances on the chart.
So 1 degree is 60 miles.
When I look at all these small figures here, I'm able to see what the water depth is around here. And when I'm looking where we are around now, I can see 5,000 meters, which is about 15,000 feet. That's why the depth sound is not working right now, because nobody really cares if you got 5,000 or 10,000 feet of water below the keel, because the ship is only drawing 23 feet.
What are these stand for?
These lines are for the Lorraine. which we have here. A LORAN is an electronic navigation system. What it does is it has 4 stations, well, not radio stations, but 4 stations ashore, which are transmitting frequency pulses all the time. This receiver picks them up and calculates our position and displays them here on the little screen. It's not switched on right now because we're not using it as primary navigation system at this moment.
What's the accuracy of that?
The accuracy of this is, well, depends on what kind of area you are, but at the ocean, you say that it has an accuracy of maybe 1 mile. But it gets better and better the closer you get to the coast.
Sure.
Yeah. And this is something similar. It's a satellite navigation system. What this one does is it picks up signals from satellites. There are 6 satellites in orbit around the Earth. As soon as one of them comes above the horizon, this receiver picks those signals up and starts to calculate our exact position. Because there are only 6 satellites in orbit, it's not able to do this every second of the day. And in between every satellite, it calculates our position by the information of our speed log and our compass. And as soon as another satellite, next satellite comes above the horizon, it starts to calculate our exact position again. There are some buttons here. I'm able to see when the next satellite passes, when the next satellite comes above the horizon. And I can see here that's 8:30 GMT. So when I look at the clock down there, that's only a few minutes from now. Then it will start to beep, and then it indicates that it's picking up signals again from the satellite. This is a radio direction finder. There are radio stations ashore which are transmitting audio sounds. When I switch this on to the frequency of that radio station, I can hear a sound through this loudspeaker. With this knob, I'm able to find out what the compass direction to that radio station is. When I'm doing this with 2 or 3 of those radio stations,
Let's see, was there any more photographs? Yeah, the gentleman, sir.
They had any right here. We are back in the room. It's the day next to the last day. We're getting ready to pack up soon. It's 2:21, Monday, April 23rd. Finally, the batteries are working properly in this thing. And there's Mom. She is filling out the infamous questionnaire, hoping to win a free trip around the world. And here it is, the head. The old red button, she ain't what she used to be. Pick it up. It works. Not like other bathrooms on the ship. For those of you who haven't seen me all week, here I am. Hi, how are you? This is our room. It's my bed. Mir's bed. That's the front door. The TV works very nice. Channel 1 tells us where we are and what the temperature is. There it is. It's right up the front of the ship. We're 210 miles northeast. Cape Hatteras. Sunny and 68 degrees. Enough of that. We're in cabin number 609. War. But 3-digit number. Some of the locals. Long distance. We're signing off now. Yes, she is. Look at those legs, huh? There's the tan. Tan all over. sun don't shine. Well said. Tomorrow, a big day. Embarkation. You have any words of wisdom to say?
Let's do it again. Real soon.
They're the best words of wisdom I've heard in a long time. Folks, those words will go down in infamy. Well, this is one of the main entrances. This is the main. Our room is all the way up there. That's off that door. When we came in through this door over here. Oh, she's rocking a little bit right now. What a beautiful hallway. Sure, upstairs from this. And here she is, folks. Jerry, what it look like? It's a long walk down there, ma'am. Would you like a taxi? What a beautiful job there in that ironing board. Did you pull the plug?
Yeah.
You good girl. I'm going to shut this off while we walk down the hall.
Good idea.
Well, as I keep an eye, you can see how long of a walk it really is. You got Mira leading the way. Lead the way, Mira. Another bank of elevators over here. This is the new section of the ship. Add on. Walk. Let's go. Back in the room again. The batteries went on us. Yeah, Miriam, get ready on this. This is your time. Here we go. We're packing, as you can see. We're almost all packed. It is 6:06. Can't see that. And Miriam, hold up your teddy. Come on, Mira. Mira.
Yeah, we're not the only ones seeing these. You're...
That's not how you hold it up. Nice. She didn't wear it, folks. She didn't wear it. Well, we still have some battery time. I think I'll take a walk aft. I'll be right back, Mira.
Are we all done packing here?
Just about. Oh, it looks like it's... oh, look at that. They're getting stuff ready. All the luggage. This is where they keep all the luggage. Until tomorrow morning. And then they take it off the ship. promenade deck. Known as Toledo deck. We'll head back down. What are you doing?
Just go look out.
You noticed it was cold.
Oh,
Here. So that folks on camera live. Huh? It's the promenade. Everyone's in there, probably in the bottom. Everybody's dirty clothes. Oh, back in the room.